Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back for another Dre and Jay segment. And today's a special day, May the 4th, which can only mean one thing. The day before Cinco de Mayo. Woo! Let's get drunk tonight, fellas. Let's go. All jokes aside, Javante and I wanted to do a very special segment because today is actually Star Wars Day. So for all you Star Wars fans out there, today's a very special day to, you can binge watch all the movies. I'm pretty sure they show them all on TV throughout the day. You can go to Disney Plus and watch them, or you go on your DVDs and watch them. But yeah, Star Wars Day. Star Wars is a special place in my heart. Has a place in your heart as well. A movie that's impacted us since we were kids and since we watched. And as you can see in one of my recent vlogs, our trip to Holocron was very special as well. Yeah. So, just experiencing all that is really fun. Macy, shut the hell up. So with that, me and Javante wanted to give you guys a movie ranking of the Star Wars franchise. Yeah. Now, with this ranking, it's going to include all 11 movies. So it's going to have the original Skywalker saga, the 9-movie arc there, and then it's going to have the spin-offs with Rogue One and Solo as well. So, Javante, any words before we reveal our list?
I just want to say may the 4th be with you all. I enjoy this day a lot. I look forward to every year when it happens and seeing the Star Wars love on Twitter or any, social media, YouTube, everything, just seeing the love. And especially with Disney Plus being out now, it has a dope artwork they do every year for it. So it's cool to see. It's a great time for the fan base. And I think it's cool because no matter what fan of what series you are, like what part, if you like the new stuff, cool. If you like the old stuff, cool. It's like one day where everybody just comes together and enjoys the fact that it's all Star Wars and shows that love regardless of if you're with the new stuff or you don't like the new stuff. So I like that, bring everybody together as the culture. So it's dope. So I rock with May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you all. And I hope you guys all enjoying your day with the Star Wars films and the Bad Batch series and everything else out there at Star Wars. Because Star Wars got a lot of product, man. It's a great. Shout out to George Lucas. It's one of the greatest franchises ever. And I'm glad to be able to watch it and be allowed to be able to see all of it. So thank you.
You making me tear up.
He extra. He got to be extra. Get your ass off me.
I love you.
What's wrong with you?
I love you, homie. May the 4th be with you too, my nigga.
He extra.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this list started. So coming in at number 11.
Also, let me say before we start that,
you gonna cut me off?
Yeah,
I force choke your ass.
The list also is based around films that I enjoy personally more than anything. I mean, some of it's based off which I think are the best Star Wars films, but also some of them are kind of biased because there's certain films that I enjoy more than others, which I will explain. And he will explain
is saying
in
this,
certain ways.
He is saying this because he knows that his list is gonna upset you guys. By where he has some of his movies, I just know he's gonna upset you guys. All right. So, all right, coming in at number 11. I'm pretty sure this is unanimous. This comes for both of us now. But number 11, The Last Jedi. Do you agree?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Last Jedi, Last Jedi go down. Yeah, Last Jedi's my least favorite.
That shit's rough. Last Jedi, man. And it's funny because we mentioned this, when we watched Last Jedi in the theaters. So that's the only Star Wars movie that we legit walked out of.
Seen once,
and we only saw once in the theaters. We never saw it again.
Yeah.
Like, usually we go 2, 3 times, maybe even 4. But, Last Jedi, I saw it one time and I had enough of it. I really just hated the way Rian Johnson, took it. I mean, Force Awakens was solid, but at the same time, like, Last Jedi just... as far as a lot of the arts and as a lot of the story characters and story, The Last Jedi really just dismissed them with Snoke. They just got rid of him before even explaining his character, Rey's lineage originally. They downplayed that, and then I just didn't like the way they made Luke. It's one of the coolest or greatest Star Wars characters. Especially he was the hero of the original franchise. And to see, his character, especially that scene that left off on the cliffhanger in The Force Awakens when Rey is handing him lightsaber, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be some epic interaction. And he just tosses that bitch, he eats that shit over his head. But yeah, Last Jedi, man, that's a rough one.
I agree with him. I mean, for me, Last Jedi, it's not that it's a horrible movie. It is bad because of what Force Awakens kind of like set up. And Force Awakens not the greatest movie either, but it just how it's set up. It set you up with all this stuff like these storylines, these characters, race, family, all this stuff. And when you go to Last Jedi, it's kind of like its own film. It doesn't work when you're doing a trilogy. And I don't really blame Ryan. I know people hate Ryan Johnson. I don't hate Ryan Johnson. I think his ideas of Star Wars. I know he loves Star Wars and he had like a lot of Jedi books and like that. I know he's a big fan of Star Wars, and I don't think his film would be bad if he had his own trilogy. I think the fact that he had put his own work in what your boy did.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Abrams had already done.
Like done his own story.
Yeah, he had done his own story. I think it would better like fit. Because that's one thing, you have to be like cohesive with your story. Like I think they kind of didn't really plan that. It seemed like they didn't really plan that out. They just said, okay, I'm gonna do my movie. You do a movie. I'll do the last movie. Or we'll do like how I don't know. I don't know. J.J. Abrams supposed to do the last movie originally, but we each do our movie. We'll call it a day. But it just didn't correlate. It did not work for the fans because fans were already built up to certain things. Also, characters like he said were destroyed, like such as Luke. Luke was completely destroyed as a character and stuff like that. And a lot of other things that didn't make sense in the film.
Yeah, Leia acting like she's Mary Poppins, flying back to the ship.
Yeah, that Snoke being like sent all this force power OP, and then he gets done in by Kylo Ren without knowing.
He's not able to sense that shit.
So that didn't work for me. I mean, I just a lot of small things that just didn't work.
Also, like Kelly Marie Tran. I mean, I know she gets a lot of hate for playing Rose.
It wasn't her fault.
Yeah, it wasn't her fault.
They didn't give John Boyega anything either.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. They try to make Finn and Rose a thing when clearly
they try to force it.
When clearly the first one, I thought Finn and Rey had a relationship, but Disney was like, a black man with a white woman. Oh no, we can't have that shit.
Well, also they even the characters of
they said, nope.
Even those characters though, they basically sent them on a mission that was pointless because they didn't even find the right guy they needed, and the guy they did get ended up turning them away. So like their whole storyline is basically they basically said we ain't got nothing for them, just throw them off somewhere, and that's it. They're not part of the main story. So like they was not used properly. So that's another reason why I think The Last Jedi is suffering as far as the film. So I put The Last Jedi last as well.
Okay, good to know. Coming in at number 10. I'll let you go first. So who do you have?
Number 10. I hate to say it, man. I don't hate the movie. I'm gonna say for me personally, The Phantom Menace goes at 10.
What?
I don't like The Phantom Menace like that. Personally, I get. Look, before everybody goes off of me, I don't. It's not about the.
Well, actually, most people would probably agree with you.
It's not about the midichlorian thing or anything like that. I'm cool with that. That's George Lucas' story. I'm not 100% about that. To me, just the first movie's always like the slowest. It's not like a lot. I mean, Darth Maul was dope. But for me, it's just a slow story and stuff like that. So I don't enjoy that movie like that. If I had, this is all for me based off why I enjoy personally watching. Like if I go on Disney Plus right now, which films are more like I'm least likely to watch compared to what I'm most likely to watch. Okay. So that's also part of my thing. But for me, it's The Phantom Menace.
Okay.
So that's why I would say The Phantom Menace.
Okay. Yeah. Hey,
what you got?
You know what? I'm gonna do Solo.
Solo.
Yeah, Solo.
Solo actually gets better with time. I actually watched Solo a couple times. It's kind of better than me.
Well, and that's the thing with my list. It's like The Last Jedi is the only bad Star Wars movie. The rest.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The rest are good to me.
No.
It's just
no good. But they're bearable.
They're bearable. Most of them are good. But well, you know what? That's tough. You know what? Nah. Okay, screw that. Bump Solo down. I'm gonna go with Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I'm gonna diss the sequel trilogy.
I see you coming at Kathleen Kennedy's neck. I see.
Yeah, that was it. Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
So that's number 10 for me, man. I just felt like at that point J.J. Abrams was just trying to please the fans. He made Rey Palpatine's daughter or granddaughter, and then he started throwing all these old characters back in the movie, and. I don't know. The fights weren't that as epic to me. I don't know. Rise of Skywalker, it just didn't really. It didn't feel like an ending to me. Like it didn't feel like a right ending for Star Wars. Well, I mean, it felt like a right ending for this franchise. I wanted to get the hell over with.
I feel you.
I also didn't like the whole part that Palpatine was back and he was alive this whole time and manipulating the shit. So basically. All that shit Darth Vader did and Luke did was for nothing.
Character arcs destroyed.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Character arcs destroyed.
It completely ruined the character arcs from the original characters in the franchise.
The whole thing was he was the chosen one. It really was the chosen one.
Yeah.
He didn't kill him. He still failed. Yeah. He failed the first time he turned, and then he failed again when he didn't kill him. But exactly. Go ahead. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I clearly agree.
So that's why I gotta give it that. Is there? Oh, I'm gonna say this.
Well, I gotta look.
That Rey and Kylo kissed at the end. That shit pissed me off. That shit was forced. How the hell is she gonna fall in love with Kylo Ren or like that nigga enough to kiss him? Like, you don't forget that this nigga killed his father?
Yeah, she forgave him.
Nah, fuck that.
It wasn't her dad.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You over here riding, driving, flying around in his damn Millennium Falcon and shit. You ain't thought, oh, you know what?
Well,
I'm gonna kiss this man's murder.
We'll get to those points. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later on.
Bullshit.
We'll get to those later on.
So yeah, I'm like, people will say, like, you guys will think, man, I'm really trashing the sequel trilogy. I don't mind majority of the movies. Last Jedi, like I said, is bad.
On its own.
It's on its own. It's bad. Rise of Skywalker, I can still watch it. You know, I'll still give it a good watch. But at the end of the day, like, you know, it's not up there with my favorites. So.
Okay. You'll go with your next one? Size 11?
Yeah, okay. Number 9.
Number 9.
You know, I'll go Solo.
Solo?
Yeah.
Okay, why Solo?
I don't know. I mean,
Solo gets better with more watches.
Yeah, like Solo's good. Solo gets better with more watches, for sure. I like Solo. I like, you know, visually it's great. I love Donald Glover. You know, that's my guy.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know. I just was never really big on Han Solo. Like, you know.
No, I get it completely. I get it. I understand that.
But I did like the whole tease with Darth Maul and and the Pike is the Pike or the Crime Syndicate.
Yeah, Crime Syndicate.
Yeah, that he runs. So I'm cool. Hey, I love that shit. When they brought Darth Maul in, I was like, hey, fuck.
I was cool when they showed Darth Maul with the lightsaber. They had to show us like, oh, it's Darth Maul. Like, why the hell would Darth Maul pull the lightsaber out? What was the point?
Hey,
Darth Maul pull the lightsaber out.
Hey,
besides fan service,
he just wanted to whip it out. He's like Ironhide in Transformers.
I just wanted to show him my cannons.
I like the Crime Syndicate thing. I how they were trying to build off that. That was dope to see. I like that.
So
that worked for me. For me, number 9.
Solo was just really like, I don't know, just was really long, and I didn't really, you know, follow it. Majority of
That's all I didn't see in the movie theater. That's the only Star Wars movie I've never seen in the movie theater.
Really?
Besides the original trilogy, because I wasn't born for those movies. But I don't think I saw Phantom Menace because I was like when I was very young. But besides that, I've seen everything else in the movie theater besides just Solo.
Okay.
Solo, the only one I've seen. Only one.
So what's your next one?
Force Awakens for me.
Ooh, okay. Force Awakens.
Reason being, look, I get people love Force Awakens because it was when Star Wars finally came back, 2014. We were all happy. Everyone was like, I remember me and Johnny saw it with our dad. Went crazy. Everybody was like, I saw it like 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
I was going crazy. I was like, oh, Star Wars is back. Star Wars is back. Star Wars is back. Everybody was going crazy. And it did the numbers.
It did.
But when you rewatch Force Awakens, it's not a horrible film. But it's pretty much A New Hope redone with a bigger Death Star. Even Han Solo says in the movie, he says it's just a bigger Death Star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kylo Ren looked cool in that movie. I like how Kylo Ren looked. I thought he looked dope.
Until he took the mask off.
Until he took the mask off. The secrecy of the characters was dope. Like, you don't know who the Jedi really was. You don't know if it was Rey or Finn. I mean, I kind of thought it was Rey towards the end. And they threw us off the trail.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
They hold us, man. We really thought that a black Jedi was going to be the main character of the series.
No.
And I at least thought, you know what? Maybe there's going to be 2 Jedi. It's going to be Rey and Finn as the 2 Jedi in the series. But
Finn's
no.
going to run away.
So John Boyega got hold in that whole franchise.
He just talks about it now after the deal's up. Back to Force Awakens though. My problems with Force Awakens are just small, not small things. I feel like Rey, I don't have a problem with her being the Jedi. My problem was I feel like she didn't have to work for anything. I feel like her character just got everything right off the top. Like, she gained the Millennium Falcon over Chewie. Chewie's been there forever, and Chewie don't get the Falcon. I know Chewie was like, oh, what the fuck? Chewie was like, fucking, oh, what the fuck? Because
nice try to Chewie.
I tried, but like, it's like, bro, Chewie. I mean, I felt bad for Chewie. Like, Chewie deserves a Falcon, man. Like, you at least you ask Chewie if he wants the Falcon. So see him not get the Falcon, and then I see a character like and then Rey gets Luke's lightsaber. I was like, come on, man. Like, Rey had no strokes after the whole movie. Even when she gets taken away by Kylo, she gets he used the mind on her, the mind tricks, and she bodies him. She turns that on him and uses it against him, and is able to make him lose his mind and start
You can come in real quick if you want.
And so he starts to realize that he's like, oh, she's powerful. She's more powerful than me. And he goes basically go right into the balls to tell her I can't hang with her. She's whooping my ass. I didn't like that. I'm like, she had no struggles like the Force Awakens movie. Like we see Anakin Skywalker had his struggles and he had to grow and learn. And he's OP. Yeah. Or supposed to be OP. Luke Skywalker had to grow and learn, who eventually becomes OP. Like most Jedi we see have to overcome something. Obi-Wan had to overcome a little something. Every Jedi we see has to overcome, except for Rey. She has got everything handed to her in one movie, and I thought that was bad, and I think that's why a lot of people hated Rey as a character because Rey got so much in one movie. She didn't have to earn anything. The trilogy, low-key didn't need a trilogy. You could give her one movie and said she's done.
You know,
the only thing we had was the parents, but go ahead.
Yeah, round of applause, man. You said everything that I was gonna say because you guess what? Force Awakens is the movie next on my list at number 8.
Nice.
So, to add on real quick, he basically said everything I was gonna say about Force Awakens. I feel like Rey, she was too OP. I mean, Rey felt more OP than Optimus Prime did in the last 2 Transformers movies.
Oh man,
and I'm talking about the 2 and 3, not those other 2 I really count. The 2 and 3. That's what it basically was like. That's what Rey was like in the Star Wars movies. And also, I hate the fact that she was able to beat Kylo Ren. Now, and I know
she fucked him up. He got the scar.
Yeah, he got the scar and everything. And that motherfucker had been handling a lightsaber for years.
Yeah, he was gonna be trained.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She just got this motherfucker 3 days ago, baby.
3 days? She got that shit like
less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours. Anyway, no, what I was going to say with that is because I hate the argument when people say, well, now she was Palpatine's daughter, so she's strong with the Force. First off, fuck off. Palpatine, that shit was never written until J.J. Abrams came back into the last movie. Originally, we didn't know who the fuck her parents were.
Very true.
Secondly, I don't care even if Palpatine... Palpatine and Anakin had a fucking child together and it became Rey. Rey still, because having the Force and having as much Force power as possible and being trained in lightsaber skills are 2 separate different things.
Yeah, they are.
Count Dooku said it best in Attack of the Clones.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
Why would he say something like that if it didn't really matter?
Well, even with that, like, not everybody's equal as far as when it comes to Force and lightsaber ability. That's why the colors are different. Like, I think blue is more like, I think blue is better. I think blue is for better fight. I think green's for like the better like Force users. I think that's how it goes. Something like that. There's actually a color scheme for like why the lightsabers are the color, like why you have your lightsaber color the way you do. Kind of. I think I remember I read about that. But yeah, it's not about if she's OP. Like even if she's OP, like. If you're not trained, you still get by. Like Anakin's
got his arm chopped off.
He's from metachlorians. He was even OP, but he got his arm fucked up because he wasn't ready for a true Sith. When you mention, I know Kylo wasn't a true Sith, but the fact that he's been training since his teens, because he left Luke in them, so he should be more trained. And he was already trained with Luke also, so he's been trained for years. And she just jumps out there and is able to. And I think fuck him up.
I think that's what the hard thing is because for a fan to like either one of the characters, it's hard because you either make Rey too OP or you make Kylo Ren weak because he lost to Rey. So I think they fucked themselves in their own situation right there by doing that.
Well, that's what I think, and I think that's what messed up the trilogy because after that, nobody looked at Kylo Ren the same no more.
Oh no, I didn't take
especially
that
after that all that bitching he was doing. So nobody took him serious no more. Rey was so OP, and people were like, okay. I don't care for her character because she ain't got no fucking show. She's OP as hell.
Man, she talked to snakes too. She over here becoming Harry Potter and shit.
She's the one. But yeah, that's why the fandom was all separated when it came to that movie. Because when Force Awakens first came out, people were excited for it. Oh, cool. And when after we saw, people were like, okay, let's wait and see. Then Last Jedi came, and people were like, okay, I'm off this. So that's why I put Force Awakens, and that's why he put Force Awakens.
Okay.
Am I on 8? I'm on 8 now. That's my turn, huh?
Yeah, it's your turn at 8.
At 8 for me, Solo goes 8.
Solo
goes 8.
Okay.
Solo goes 8. Solo's not a bad film. I've seen it. I've actually enjoyed it more with time. I don't mind the actor who played Han Solo. Respect to him because he did the best he could as far as it's Harrison Ford. Han Solo's Harrison Ford, so he did the best he could with that character.
I liked him too. I thought he was good.
Yeah, he did the best he could. Donald Glover as
Lando.
Lando was cool. I didn't like how he did Lando with the whole robot love interest thing. I just didn't feel like that was part of Lando. when I look at the cool Leto from back in the day, like Leto was always the cool, like
This man clapping robot cheats.
Leto's the guy, bro. Like look at like when you first meet Leto on the Empire Strikes Back, he like swag, you know, he got the hair.
Hell yeah.
You know you know what I mean. So like I thought his character was a little bit thrown off a little bit, but besides that, I like the robot character. I thought they tried to throw a little bit like politics into it with the robots being like slaves and stuff like that, being saved. I didn't mind it. I was like, I guess I kind of saw what like, okay, I guess this is where we're going. Woody Harrelson did a great job in the film as well.
Yeah.
Miller Clark, she's cool. I mean, you need Emilia Clarke though. Emilia Clarke, it's because Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was popping. Yeah. Miller Clark. Oh, let's put her in Star Wars. Get more fandom. So you could have put anybody there. It works though. But my favorite character actually was Rio DeRed, bro.
Who?
Rio DeRed. Rio with 4 arms.
Oh, that motherfucker. Oh,
yeah.
Really? That was
Wookiees. Yeah, I like Rio DeRed, bro. I was surprised he killed off so early. And I was surprised they killed the black chick so early. She's such a big name actress.
Oh yeah, Fanny Newton.
Yeah. I can't believe they killed her off so early too, because she's a great actress. But it's not a bad film at all.
I know originally when I first watched the movie, I thought that the movie like it was gonna be about the whole crew, and that's
it's just about I thought you could probably the crew for a little bit, and at the end he goes on separate. But nah, but it's not a horrible movie. I just put it at 8 because just where it fell. Honestly, I'm not gonna knock it too much. Definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
where number 7? Ooh, okay, number 7. That's tough. Damn. You know what? Number 7 for me, I'm gonna put a Phantom Menace. I don't know. The prequel trilogies are actually high on my list. First off, Phantom Menace. I mean,
so you grew up with that stuff.
Yeah, I grew up with that stuff. That was like that was the first Star Wars movie I ever watched.
When you watch this new stuff, it kind of I missed the prequels.
Yeah, and the crazy thing, because I remember actually after Phantom Menace came out, that's why like Attack of the Clones, like you didn't see the fight choreography so intense because Phantom Menace people thought they overdid it. I thought it was great. I thought the whole Darth Maul. Qui-Gon,
my friends are like that.
They said it was too choreographed, but I mean,
I had friends like that.
Yeah, I thought for trained Jedis,
it made sense. It made
sense, exactly. Yeah,
it made sense if you've been trained in the arts. The Luke Skywalker fight scenes with Darth Vader, because first off, Darth Vader's a robot, so he can only move so much, and Luke's not trained. He's not been trained by Jedis in the Jedi Temple. It's like that. He ain't been trained like that. He just do it. Hey, I'm just learning a little here, there. I'm just gonna swing it, and that's it. You know what I mean? If you've been trained, it makes more sense why you're more skilled and more choreographed and why you can do more things with your lightsaber because you're skilled more with your lightsaber. Mm-hmm. So I never had a problem with that with choreography. I know my friends always complain about it.
Also,
talk about you and you know what I'm talking about. Motherfucking twins.
Also, I mean, Darth Maul is one of my favorites. Like, probably my favorite character in Star Wars in general. I just
really,
I love Darth Maul. I love the way he was introduced on screen, especially at the end.
No talking, just
exactly, just no talking. That motherfucker. Hey, he had his mission. He went out, saw it, destroyed.
I always love to see when Darth Maul comes up the speeder in Tatooine, and he fights Qui-Gon for the first time. And Qui-Gon jumps on that boat on the ship.
He's all laying out. He's tired. I almost got work.
I'm gonna got skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and Jar Jar Binks. I know people hate Jar Jar. I don't know why. I kind of like
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar's just clumsy. My girlfriend actually thinks she likes Jar Jar. Jar Jar was cute. She thought it was fun. And Jar Jar's not horrible. He's not a character I'm like, okay, I need him. But I don't think he deserves hatred because he's not a horrible character either.
Well,
it is like,
I think he did deserve the hate, because had he not got the hate, that motherfucker would have been a Sith Lord. George Lucas would have kept his original idea.
Hey, he would throw you off, you would never thought it though.
It would have threw me off, but at the same time, like, come on, man.
Jar Jar was just fucking around. Jar Jar. He was skilled. Everything he did that was clumsy was still working. It helped everybody.
Jar Jar though.
I mean, yeah, I really like Jar Jar too, but I don't hate. I know people gave him like death threats and stuff like that. I don't think no. But I respect the character. I don't think the character's a horrible character, but you do see people did him because in the part 2 he gets less time, and at part 3 he's not even there for real till the end.
Yeah, and then also, I mean, they went because like what's it called Phantom Menace. Like the thing about it is like it had its plot. And then it went on a little side quest with the whole finding Anakin on Tatooine and shit.
Yeah.
And then pod racing, which they did that shit just to sell games.
Well, also
pod racing video game.
Yeah, it's true. But the pod racing also showed you why Anakin was
a good pilot.
But it's not just that. It showed you why Anakin was just like you knew he was different. Because remember, I don't know if you always like I watched Phantom Menace like a couple months ago with my girlfriend. Or not last month. But if you rewatch it, you talk about like how no human can actually control, like no human can race pods because their reflexes aren't fast enough. It's too. the reflection, like the reflexes, you have to be able to move too quick. So most humans can't race pods. So it kind of showed why Anakin was different already than most humans, especially kids. So I thought that was like a nice little tie-in to show like Anakin was,
okay.
just square with the Force. Already. He was already good with the Force, even without knowing it.
I rescind my complaint. Okay, thank you for that. The Metachlorians, I didn't like that.
You like the midichlorian idea?
I don't know. Like I just.
My friend is like that either. I have a friend that don't like that.
I don't know.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's George Lucas's idea. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it because George Lucas. I get that people don't like it because they say like, oh, it's about the number of metachlorians. That makes you how powerful you are. Like, the metachlorian thing.
Like it separate. That's what separates it.
Yeah, it separates the power levels.
I thought it was just one of those chosen one things, but okay.
But I mean, he kind of was chosen one because he had no father. He was just born metachlorians and put in her belly and said, hey, you gonna have this, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't. I get that people complain about that though. I do see like people complain about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
okay.
That's number 7 on your list of fan minutes. Any more thing you gotta say about it?
No. I mean, I thought it was a good.
Sheesh.
I thought it was a good start to the prequel trilogy. It kind of gave. I mean, especially starting off with the young Anakin. You kind of see some of the things that made him Darth Vader. I'm not saying like you to see it in that movie, but eventually you're gonna see it with his mother.
No, yeah, for sure.
And all that stuff and
getting Anakin at the young age, you kind of see like Anakin's fear already at a young age. You kind of see his fear. Like I think that movie you can go back and watch. You can like there's small things that you see like like Anakin's fear, want to do this and want to do that, like what scares him and stuff like that. Especially like losing his mom and like what I mean. It just shows like his character arc. But
okay, yeah.
I agree. For me, number 7, Rise of Skywalker.
Really, that's number 7 for you. You have that?
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
Damn. Okay.
Well, you thought it lower?
I thought you were gonna put it lower. I mean, I thought you always complain about it, but okay.
No. Like, cause Rise of Skywalker is bad. It's not a bad film, but it's okay. You can watch it and say, okay, I can sit here and watch it. It's like that. It's one of those I can watch it. Do I love it? No, but I'll watch it. Cause I'm like, okay, cool. I can see Emperor Palpatine and stuff. Like Palpatine's dope. The beginning when you see Kylo Ren going down on the Sith planet, that was cool. Okay. I enjoy hearing Vader's voice. Like, oh, I've always been all the voices in your head. I kind of like seeing that. And being the Sith planet, I thought that was all dope.
You know what? Another big gripe I have with Rise of Skywalker.
What?
I just feel like it kind of repeated the original trilogy. Like, I wish if Kylo Ren was evil, I wish he would have stayed evil because. I kind of wish they would have showed that not everybody can be saved. Not everybody can be redeemed. Because, as Vader was redeemed in the original trilogy. So I just felt like that was something that he should have stuck with. I mean, shit, he killed his father.
Yeah, well, I was cool. I was more cool. I think the reason why Vader was redeemed was different. The reason, though. Kylo Ren being redeemed, you could have left him like a bad guy. Because his reason for demon turning was not really as unique.
Yeah.
Like, Anakin did it because
he feared he was
going to lose his loved ones, and he felt the Jedi was going to betray him. He thought they didn't respect him. My problem, Anakin was different because Anakin had a fear which drove him to the dark side, like losing loved ones, losing his children, his wife. That's different than Kylo Ren just jumping over because my uncle was Darth Vader. You know what I mean? So 2 different things. So I understand what you're saying. I think he definitely should have stayed bad, and I would like that. And Rise of Skywalker also, I like how they basically did the Emperor Palpatine the same way they did it before. I'm tired of Palpatine just and people over here blocking shit, bringing that shit toward you. Still continues to start fighting. Like
I know you would think you would learn.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing else. You already been here before.
All right, shit. If he's all young again, hey, you better whip them motherfuckers sabers
do something. You know, just like and she just taking with 2 lights. I'm like, oh man. But Rise of Skywalker goes number 7 for me.
I will say I did like the whole all the voices talking.
I like that too.
Nice.
That was dope. That was dope. Like a little payback to everybody. Mm-hmm. So Rise of Skywalker goes 7 for me.
Okay.
Go ahead, 6.
Number 6. Ooh, number 6 for me. I'm gonna go. Damn, there's really 6 left.
Well, you get the 2 that weren't part of the trilogy. You already used Solo.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
And you got 3, 6, 9, 7.
Yeah. Number 6. I'm gonna go A New Hope.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go A New Hope. Yeah. I don't know. A New Hope. It always has a special place in my heart. I know half of y'all probably just said, "All right, stop the video." This motherfucker put A New Hope in the middle. A New Hope. It came out back then, like 1978, I think. So as far as graphics and visually, like it doesn't appeal to me like the other movies do. Mm-hmm. But I still like the story. I still enjoy A New Hope. I just wish it's something where I won't say like I wish it was remade, but like if it was made in today's technology, especially like with the choreography and the lightsaber duel, I felt like the lightsaber duel between Vader and Ben Kenobi would have been a lot better. So it's just things like that. Visually, it just didn't appeal to me. But I still enjoy it. It's a great. I mean, it's the original Star Wars movie. It wasn't Star Wars 4 before. It was Star Wars originally. Yeah. And I think that was the first movie that, be honest, it showed. I really liked Vader in the movie. It was his first screen appearance. The motherfucker just popped up on screen and just was intimidating from start to finish. For sure. So, yeah.
I agree. Number 6 for me fell New Hope also. Not because I think New Hope's a bad film. For me, it's just the one I least watch. Say what you will. I mean, for me, I didn't grow up with a New Hope like that. Like, by the time I came up, it was like, Famines and Empire Strikes Back, stuff like that I like better. But I do respect the New Hope for what it is. I respect the craft of it. And I don't think it's a whole film. I think it has a great story to it. I think it's a great storied film. For me, it's the one I probably least watch, is why I put it at number 6 for me, personally. Okay. But I know some people I put at number 1 or number 2 for them. So it just depends on the person. I guess it just depends your era you grew up in and all that kind of stuff. So for me, it goes to number 6.
Okay.
So you got 5. It's my turn to go 5, huh?
Yeah, there you go, 5.
For me, 5...
Hey, guys!
Rogue One goes 5. Reason being, Rogue One's a great filler for A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith. It's great filler. No problem with the cast. No problem with any of that. Just didn't enjoy the. It doesn't have for me personally. It doesn't have that much rewatchability. You feel me? That's my thing about it. It doesn't have rewatchability for me personally. Okay. But I don't think it's a horrible film. Definitely recommend it. I think it's probably one of the better Star Wars films actually done. Like better storytelling Star Wars films. But I went by rewatchability for me, so I went 5.
Okay, I like that. For me, I'm gonna go Attack of the Clones.
Really?
Yeah, I like it. I like Attack of the Clones. It's good.
No, I know a lot of people I don't like because they say it's too much politics.
That's
very political.
And
less action.
I felt like George Lucas was really aiming for a romance story, and it fell a little bit short. I feel like the dialogue was a little bit, shoddy in my opinion.
Sand.
It's rough. I don't like sand.
It's rough. It gets everywhere.
And then like the fact that this motherfucker just lashes out and I slaughtered them. I slaughtered every one of them. And Padme, I hate them. Padme's first reaction isn't, let me take my ass to the ship and go because this motherfucker acting crazy.
Hey, Padme, she makes that movie good, bro.
Padme is why I watched this movie.
First crush of the kid, bro. Padme was the one as a kid. So beautiful.
You guys have a favorite Star Wars movie?
We'll have on camera do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I get why Attack of the Clones was on there though. I respect it. I don't knock it. For being at 5, I know a lot of people think it's a lot of politics. It came around the time when you had President Bush and all that kind of stuff going on.
If you guys hear this background noise, it's my mom and her boyfriend talking, making noise and shit.
They're dumb. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna finish Attack of the Clones. I don't know. Like I feel like Padme. I don't know. I felt like it was dumb, the whole part about them having an assassin chase after them, but yet you're over here having a picnic in the open field.
Well, I guess nobody they're traveling refugees though. Nobody knew they were there.
I don't give a fuck. You taking chances.
I mean, yeah, still.
You outside in the open field. You standing next to a window. I'm just saying, like these niggas did not think about vantage points for snipers.
For sure.
But
the last fight scene is dope though.
Oh yeah, that's what I was actually gonna say. The last act of Clone Wars is up there with a lot of. I
kept it. It hasn't hit yet. It's gonna hit later on because Samuel Jackson kept it alive. Yeah. Mace Windu kept Attack of the Clones on my list.
Well, since I know you're gonna talk about that, I'll save it for you to talk about. But
go ahead. Go.
Well, I was just gonna talk about the whole Geonosis part with the arena, the lightsabers, all them Jedi. Yeah. For a Star Wars fan, that's what really drew me to Star Wars is the lightsabers, the duels and shit. Mm-hmm. So seeing all that, it was a full nerdgasm for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't. If I had a big complaint about Attack of the Clones, the last fight with Count Dooku and Anakin and all of them, like with him and Yoda, it was fine.
Obi-Wan got bodied so fast.
Obi-Wan got bodied fast, and then that shit with Anakin, it just literally showed Cause just shows them moving with the lightsaber and this like it had a close up zoom on their faces. You couldn't even see them actually swinging at each other. The way it's shot,
you said put that on.
Yeah, I felt like exactly. I felt like the first movie it was like, okay, this is too much. They were like, we need to tone this shit down. Then the second movie came, they were like, oh, okay, yeah, we can't do this again. And the third movie, which we're gonna get to that later, but
okay,
chef's kiss, perfection.
Hey, so Rogue One for me 4. 4 would go Attack of the Clones. I'm not gonna lie. Attack of the Clones goes 4. And I'm not gonna go that long one because you just went on and you just talked about it. And all I would ask is, I enjoyed Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu in that because Mace Windu in the first movie was just sitting there, chilling, not doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And you see Attack of the Clones, you're like, oh my god, he's that guy. And then Count Dooku, I think, is one of the better villains in the Star Wars universe. He's been one of the better villains, more fleshed out villains. Like you get why he's doing what he's doing. It's not because he's just evil or bad guy. He just sees politically. He just sees his viewpoint different than what the Jedi do and the Jedi Council and the Republic. It's kind of like what Anakin goes through in a way.
Yeah.
So I like that character. Also, doing more background information on him and like the Qui-Gon Jinn stories through like the comics and stuff like that. You just kind of Count Dooku's not that bad. He's not a true villain. He's just a villain because of it's a villain to our eyes because we're with the Jedi's, but you can see from his vantage point what he's trying to do also. So Attack of the Clones are for me at number 4. And also Attack of the Clones is better now because you have the shows and all that stuff.
It introduces Boba Fett.
Yeah, the show. I think the show really has put more respect on Attack of the Clones as a movie because you get all that other stuff that's going on during that time.
Yeah.
So I think it has helped the movie be more liked by people, I think.
Okay.
But that goes for 4 for me.
Nice.
You on 4?
Yeah, I'm on 4. 4 for me, I'm going to go Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So, Return of the Jedi, man, I don't know. It's just it's up there for me. I loved it. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Although I didn't like how they off my nigga Boba, but hey, they redeemed him in Mandalorian, so all's forgiven there. But no, I think Return of the Jedi for me, what really like made me like the movie is because I saw everything fulfilled. I saw a lot of character arcs, come to a close, and it closed in perfection. You had this whole thing with Luke when he turns to the dark side. I mean, I don't know. I mean, watching it now, it didn't seem like it was an obvious or it was a close decision. But I'm pretty sure for anyone who was watching it back then, they were like, "Oh, maybe he did turn, maybe he did turn to the dark side and shit like that." I didn't like. I don't know. I just feel the only thing I hate is because, especially now with the new movies, you get the clone troopers who are so badass in the series, and then you see these niggas get worked by Ewoks.
I mean, those were different. I know
it's not clone troopers anymore. They're not.
Yeah, not clones no more.
But I mean, come on now. You getting worked by some teddy bears?
I mean, they're skilled fighters, like skilled native fighters. They use their atmosphere. They use like the trees and stuff. They use their skills.
I'll kick the shit out them little niggas.
Think about it. What did not to get off topic, but think about Mandalorian when they got the walker down. What they use basically the nature, the ground, the dirt, all that kind of. They use all that. Like, they use their surroundings. So I didn't mind that. For me, Return of the Jedi is my number 3 actually. I love Return of the Jedi. It's one of my favorite Star Wars films. I love Luke with the green lights. I love the all black suit. Luke just come out looking right, bro. Like, I like seeing Jabba. That's like the first time we really get Jabba the Hutt for real. Like we see him in the first movie, we won't see him like that. So that's
also,
the first time.
Leia costume.
I enjoy
just
that movie.
saying.
I enjoy that movie a lot because I feel like you see a character arc with Luke. He's grown. He's matured. He understands now. You know what I mean? Yoda dies, but it's like you're like, okay, respect to Yoda. But
you see Luke become that, like the last.
Why you become the last Jedi? You see him become the Jedi he's supposed to become, and it kind of shows how Obi-Wan and Yoda, even though they dealt with all they dealt with, and they barely got the trim, he still became good and saw the good. You know what I mean? So I like that.
And I like the fact that he's still because in the way like the Return of the Jedi, it redeemed Darth Vader because Luke still saw the good in him.
Yeah.
So it really, I would say the Return of the Jedi brought the human side of Vader back.
Yes.
Which I mean, of course it explains itself when you watch the movie, but that's what it was in general.
Yeah, and I like the fact that all the characters, no matter which side you look at, everybody had a role that they had to play to defeat the battle. Like nobody was like just put to the side and said, "All right, go do this." Like everybody, Khan and Leia on their mission with C-3PO and R2-D2, like doing their mission, trying to get the shields down. And you had
Lando with Neon.
Yeah, you had all them together working, and you had Oh boy, I can't think of his name. Damn it, I had a mind blank moment.
Akbar.
Commander Akbar.
Yep.
You had Akbar. You had all them like doing their mission, trying to destroy it. So I feel like everybody had a part to play in that movie, and nobody was like just put to the side and said, "All right, hey, just go over here in the corner while we do this other stuff." So I like that part.
Also, Palpatine. That nigga was fierce.
And Palpatine was dope too. It was the first time we get to see Palpatine, like Palpatine being there. And the ending, I love the ending. I always tell people how much I love the ending when they're all celebrating. They got the song playing. I actually in college, funny story, in college, when I used to study in my room, I used to actually play that ending song.
Really?
It used to help me study sometimes. I used to play it in my room sometimes.
Huh.
Just to study. I like that. I like that end song. It's all happy because it's like, okay, we finally see peace. The galaxy's finally, the Republic, they finally got some freedom and stuff. Everybody's free, everybody's happy, and I love how you see every just like Tatooine, you see all the different planets and stuff like that. Everybody is celebrating. So I always like that scene, personally to me.
Okay.
Call me crazy, but that's my number 3. Go ahead, number 2. Number 3, you're number 3 now.
Number 3. All right, number 3 for me, I'm going to give Road One. So,
Respect.
I know you put that shit like way low on
That's
your
just,
list.
not because of bad movies, because of watchability for me.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue One, I think, well, a lot of people, like, I know you, like, you're more interested in Star Wars when it has the lightsabers and all that shit. I don't know, for me, like, Star Wars, I always thought of it, I mean, originally when I was a kid, I always thought it was lightsabers and the duels and shit like that. But now that I think about it as, good versus evil, and war throughout the galaxy. So I felt like that was a true war movie. You had people who were trying to sneak in and get intel from the enemy plans because, that's how it, it ties in. First off, it ties into A New Hope perfectly.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
like, you can literally watch Road One and then plug A New Hope right in after that.
And you're good to
and
go.
you're good to go.
Also, in careful because the characters, I knew they were gonna die.
Yeah,
So I didn't really gain no love for those characters. I was like, okay, there's no reason to like them. They're gonna die.
But you know what? I actually liked that because I felt like the stakes were high.
Yeah, stakes were high.
And visually, I thought it was amazing.
It wasn't really stakes though, because you knew they were gonna die, so it wasn't really stakes technically. 'Cause you knew they were gonna die.
Yes.
It's not like they might die. They are gonna die.
But I did think it was nice the fact that even though the characters, like, you knew they were gonna die, I still liked the characters. Like, I loved, I loved it. Like, Donnie Yen was hilarious,
and Andor and stuff.
And Cassian was great. K2SO.
Yeah, he was funny. Yeah,
he was
I like
funny. So I mean, it just it had
Forrest
a lot of
Whitaker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, but and also, man, I will say this. Road One, because you look at how Darth Vader was portrayed after kind of the whole after the original trilogy, and then you had the Revenge of the Sith, which it was nice to see Vader, but at the same time, what people always took from that damn movie was him screaming at the end, "No!" And you see this motherfucker at Disney theme parks hugging up with people and shit. So I like the fact that they said, all right, we're going to scare kids with this Vader. This Vader is going to line up at the end of the hallway, scream blacked and everything. You just going to hear his voice. And the way he starts slicing these motherfucking rebels up, that's literally one of my favorite scenes.
That was honestly the original part was supposed to have him killing Andor and old girl. He was supposed to kill them originally.
Really?
That would have been way darker. They should have did that way. But I like that scene too. But he's buying some. He's supposed to buy them.
I mean, but still,
it's cool how he's buying them, but he's supposed to buy them.
the way he's doing it, he's just deflecting. He holds one nigga on the roof, slices his ass
I like that
up.
scene. That scene's
So
dope,
I mean, it's just
Scene's dope.
and you could see the fear in these motherfuckers. You start sometimes when you watch movies and shit, you can really you're like, okay, I feel for that actor in that moment. Like I could actually see what he's going through. I felt the fear in those guys' eyes. From 1 second they're like, open this door, and then eventually they come to a realization that they're like, we're gonna die, so just take the card, take it.
No,
So
for sure.
I thought that was great.
The cast is good. They're a great cast.
Yes, they had a great cast. Visually, I thought it was great too. I liked
Yeah.
actually Scarif, the battle on Scarif. I thought that was visually one of my favorite battles to watch in Star
Beaches
Wars.
and stuff, yeah.
The beach, it was nice scenery. So I really
Also,
liked it.
I like how in that movie, I know I rate it kind of high, but I do like that movie. I think it's a good film. I like how they didn't really focus on Vader too much. Like, they basically made a movie. They put Vader in it, but it wasn't like Vader wasn't the focal point to sell, hey, this is how we're going to sell you on this movie by Vader.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope that they were able to make a great story, even just barely using Vader. Because Vader's such a gazing character. When you see Vader, like, oh, I want to see more Vader. So to make that work, that's dope. So Rogue One goes. I agree. I like that how you put Rogue One 3. I respect that.
Okay.
For me, number 2, this is tough, man, because I love both these films. These are probably the 2 most Star Wars films I watch all the time. But I had to go Empire Strikes Back at 2. I love Empire Strikes Back. It's one of my favorite. It's probably growing up before I had Revenge of the Sith. It was my Star Wars, but that's my favorite go-to to watch all the time. Just the secrets they find out about Luke, the Luke's father being Darth Vader is dope. That scene, seeing Luke and you're like, okay, going. I like how it begins on Hoth. Hoth always like a cool. It's always a cool planet to me. So I like seeing that. I like seeing Han and Leia, that relationship start to grow with them two. Mm-hmm. I like that film, man. I feel like it's a lot of adventure. It's a lot of adventure. You get to travel with Han, and you're traveling all these adventures and stuff like that, going through stuff. Yeah. You finally get to see Lando. I just think it was a dope film. And see Boba Fett. That's the first time we see. No, we see Boba in New Hope at like one scene. We do see Boba. But yeah, I highly enjoy Empire Strikes Back, and I like that the good guy doesn't win at the end. I think it's one of the rare times in film where you don't see the good guys win. Yeah. Good guys lose.
That's actually what I was just going to say, because the new Empire Strikes Back is my number 2 as well.
Nice.
Yeah, because, again, that was the first time that we actually saw evil prevail, and it's crazy. But yeah, and just the whole Darth Vader thing, I know a lot of people realize that shit now, like they know, of course, but imagine someone who watched it for the first time and knew, oh shit, like that's his dad. Like, it's crazy. It's just really cool. I feel like it's motivational as well with the whole Yoda, him going to Dagobah and getting trained by Yoda, and how
Yoda was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke. Yeah, I mean Yoda. I mean when you watch the original or not, when you watch the prequel trilogy and you see Yoda,
but you realize why Yoda is the way he is.
But
though.
Yeah, you
realize.
Yeah,
I thought it was Alzheimer's.
Nah, that's PTSD, my guy. All the years. But yeah, it was just really dope. I think one of my favorite scenes from Empire Strikes Back is actually when he's pulling the ship out of the water.
Yeah, trying to show him, because I remember he don't know Yoda is, so like, oh, Yoda, and he's like playing with him. Like, so I like Empire.
And also Luke and Darth Vader, that duel was awesome as well.
Yeah, he didn't get bodied, but still, he hung his own though. He held his own.
Yeah,
for not being trained. Yeah. And that's how Rey should have been dealt with Kylo. But I'm done with that. I'll move on. And number 1 for you.
Number 1, I guess we should both say it. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Alright, you want to go first or you want me to go?
Man. Revenge of the Sith, man. That movie just does something, man.
That movie starts out.
Bro, I remember going to go see it at the movie theater. I remember going to see it, man. You know, but you don't know. And watching as a kid, I came out in 2005, so I was like 11. I think it came out in 2005, so I was 11 years old. Mm-hmm. But seeing that in theaters, man, it was just the experience. Like, it starts off right away. You hear them drums.
Yep. Drums of war.
And you see the ships, the Jedi Starfighters, everybody's in war. There's a whole ass war in space, man. With the planets, are just beautiful to look at. You see this big ass battle going on. You're like, oh my goodness. And we get right to it.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes in, we're already on the window.
You get your first lightsaber fight.
Yeah, 20 minutes in, we find Count Dooku again. We getting back at it.
Like,
and Obi-Wan gets bodied.
He does.
But Anakin holds it down. Mm-hmm. Palpatine just chilling. But he says, do it. I'm like, oh yeah, I bet. Hey, it's time. He slips. Ooh. Yeah, I love Revenge of the Sith. The story's non-stop action throughout. It kind of reminds me of Avengers Infinity. It would be like an Avengers. If I had comparison, it would be like Avengers Infinity War. Just non-stop action. Just
gotta throw the MCU in the video. Somehow.
Disney. Hey, Kevin Feige at Disney. Yeah, y'all not be showing that love. Go on, send that check over. No, it kind of like that with all the action though. It's non-stop action. It's a popcorn thing. You can just go through. It's all action, but the story does work. And it all makes it. It's a good way to close out. It closes out very well to lead you into the old stuff. It closes out very well.
Definitely agree with that. No, I definitely agree with that. I also even with the start, like how he defeats Count Dooku, like you can kind of tell. I mean, you don't even have to like read because apparently there was a book and it explains more. But like for me, like I automatically knew that from Dooku's eyes, like when he saw Palpatine say "do it," like you can tell like he originally thought like, oh okay, like I thought it was going to be us ruling.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I know all along. You've been You've been trying to replace me
with him.
So yeah, it's just like that realization was epic to see, and man, just the lightsaber duels in this movie and just the war, and honestly, I will say like this movie as far as emotion, this was probably the most emotionally draining Star Wars movie. Like I shed tears in the theater.
So to this day, I still watch it. When it happens, you're like,
it's a cute. When Order 66 comes on. Is when it's come movies, like anytime you hear Order 66, a part of you has a little PTSD from hearing that shit. And when you hear the songs and the theme song,
well, because like when you first watch as a kid, like when we first watch, you don't know, like you're like wondering like how are they gonna get all the Jedi? Like, there's no way to kill all the Jedi. There's gotta be real way. that Order 66 was the way. It was always planned. Man, well, this is the way. Hey, it probably said this is the way. Order 66. And that's it's nerve-wracking when you know, especially after rewatch. Once you watch it again, like damn, bro.
When you watch it again with the Clone Wars,
and
everything in between,
and you see everything going on. You see the wars almost over. They're finna win. The good guys are finna win, and you see the whole this dark cloud coming. Order 66 happening. You see Jedi's just dying. Nobody know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's not like they can defend themselves for the most part. They always getting bodied, except for your one dude. He tried to fight with the big head. He got to hold off. It took me a minute. Got here.
Boy, oh man.
But it's a dope film, man. Seeing Chewbacca and the Wookiees, you know what I mean? Seeing so many Wookiees and stuff like that was dope. And man, Mace Windu again, man. Mace Windu was there. I'll say to this day. For me. I'll say to this day, Mace Windu low-key would have bought Emperor Palpatine. I'm gonna say it again.
I mean, he technically did.
No. I know some people say, "Oh, Palpatine was letting him do that for he could make Anakin think he was in trouble." But I think Mace Windu was that guy.
He is the most powerful Jedi. So
yes, Mace Windu. Boy, he's working that man. Boy, he went up in the business. Yeah, got to fuck it all up because selfishness.
Yeah, he was thinking about his wife. Come on.
Padme was, I guess, not underusing that film. She was just yeah, she was there doing what she had to do.
She was there because she had
to be there for her moments, but you know. But I enjoy that film. I think seeing Anakin grow, and you see Anakin like he all sweat with the cut down and the long hair, scar, so he looks swag. It's just a dope film, man. The fights are epic.
The score is epic. I think it's probably my favorite. The drama involved with the score.
Yeah.
As each scene.
And it's not a bad fight scene.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
Well, I guess you say General Grievous one. You can say you don't like that one.
Well,
but that wasn't that bad. I don't think.
It could have been better because
for sure
with the nigga like all them lightsabers, you would think
he tried to do that little spin. He got his stuff fucked up. But yeah, I agree. That's probably the weakest fight scene of all. But the other ones, like when Palpatine's come out there's trees and lights are coming out and he started going crazy.
Okay, I did not like. Now he says it all the time. He says it all the time. That the reason because Palpatine's a Sith Lord, but I still don't think if you're four Jedi Masters and you walk into that nigga's office, you should not be getting dealt with within 5 seconds.
DeAndre, this is a Sith Lord, bro. This guy, they're not going. They're going with the mindset it might be a Sith Lord, but they're not going with the mindset this man has a lightsaber ready to go.
Did you see how slow that nigga was? Palpatine said, and this nigga over here got his arms raised like this, like you ain't even blocking it.
Bro, he came in there with a spin first, spin all around.
Okay, you ain't watching that.
You ain't think about that. You a
Jedi. Yeah. Jedis have fast reflexes.
But it's a moment you're like, oh my god, we're actually fighting this. And they're trying to hang, bro. Well, boy gets by right away. Nigga, but Kit Fiddle tries to hang, bro. You forgot, you missed. Hey, don't forget. Remember when we watched the Clone Wars and you see Palpatine body Darth Maul and his brother with two blades like it ain't shit?
Oh no, with Clone Wars now, yeah, okay, I can kind of understand.
So
now.
The Palpatine was that guy, bro. He was that guy.
But come on, they got worked with. They didn't even get a swing on that nigga.
It's the Sith Lord. He's the most powerful Sith Lord.
I still ain't.
Yes,
buying it. I still ain't buying it.
He ain't buying it. I'll take it. Kit Fisto, my guy. I love Kit Fisto. He hung in there as long as he could, but it was over. He couldn't hang no longer. But that's the fight scene. That's a dope fight scene. And we get to our what else you want to talk about? The last fight scene.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
And Yoda versus
it's amazing. Oh no. Darcy is Yoda. We can say that hold with that one. Let's go with the good one first.
Well, I mean that shit was good too. I loved it.
Yoda got his ass bodied.
No.
Yoda said, "Fail. I have." Well, isolation.
I mean, he lost his lightsaber. He didn't
really no. It wasn't the lightsaber. He was boom. He was that light dude. Yoda was like trying to take that. Yoda, oh fuck.
Well, yeah, he slipped and he fell. Yoda
didn't want to get back up either. Yoda said, I gotta crawl the fuck out of here. Yoda got that little tunnel. I'm most there.
No, but I love that shit because it
honestly, I love the fight scene, but Yoda gets bodied.
I love the clap back by Yoda every time.
Oh yeah.
He walks in, he jumps in front of him. He's all like, "If so powerful you are, why leave?" Whip that shit out. And then also when Palpatine's over here laughing and trying to deflect this nigga lightning, you over here thinking Yoda's
that face on.
Yoda said,
Yoda gave all he could, bro. Yoda got by. They both failed though. It wasn't just Yoda failed. Obi-Wan failed too.
Yeah.
He bodied the fuck out of Anakin though.
Well, I mean, Obi-Wan, all he had to do was use the Force and knock that nigga into the damn lava.
Facts. But he could. That was his brother. I understand, but
you already barbecued the nigga. You might as well finish it off.
He probably thought he was gonna die there on his own.
Nah.
He probably said he'll just die right here like this.
I ain't taking no chances.
I feel you. I'm not taking no chances either. Like this is for OP. But that fight scene, it's actually one of the longest. It's actually the longest fight scene. Longest lightsaber fight. But that's a dope fight scene, man. The score is amazing. I enjoy the fight. I know some people like, oh, like they hit the scene where they're like fighting. They both hit the Force at the same time.
I thought that shit was cool.
I like that shit.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because they've been training together for years.
So they know each other.
They know each other. Yeah. You know your boy. That's his guy. They know each other. So he knew he was gonna hit him. I think that choreography just looks amazing. But seeing that fight go on and then lava, it's just a dope fight, man. Seeing the change with Anakin, man, like seeing the desperation that he goes through with his wife, seeing these visions and stuff like that, and losing it, and basically going to all ins, saying, "Fuck, I gotta do what I gotta do to save my wife."
I got like Palpatine who's talking in his ear.
Yeah, manipulating him and stuff like that. Yeah, and making him think that this is what's gonna happen. So like seeing that, because that leads you see the transition right there and there. Like when he's on Mustafar, he's take kill them separatists, and you see the eyes, bro. You're like, oh damn,
like,
he ain't fucking around.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah, he ain't. Oh,
he ain't coming back. That motherfucker's gone.
Yeah, fact. But I love seeing the transition of Anakin, man. I love seeing Obi-Wan go through them hard moments of trying to. He doesn't want to kill him. Like you can tell, he doesn't want to kill him the whole time.
Mm-hmm. That's the movie that really like describes Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship. Because I mean, Attack of the Clones, like it's more of a father-son relationship, and then it moves into a Revenge of the Sith, and it's more of a brother.
Because they're equal. They're more equals.
They see themselves as equals.
Yeah, he's not a Padawan no more. So yeah, definitely I love Revenge of the Sith. It's my favorite. It's probably why I rewatch the most because so much action. You can just jump into it and you can just have a great time with it. And it connects to the rest of the story. Like seeing that one end, man, when you see Darth Vader finally become born, and you see Padme take her last breath, but you see Vader's first breath at the same time, like. You know what I mean? Just change up, man.
There's actually a theory. Someone said that Palpatine drained the life force out of Padme to
create
Vader.
Hey, you never know, bro.
I was like, you know what?
Vader.
Okay, because I could buy that. Because I can't buy... The thing I can't buy is Padme saying... Or the doctor saying that Padme lost the will to live.
Dude, that happens.
Nigga, fuck that. You got 2 kids on the way.
So?
You ain't thinking about them?
Okay, think about Carrie Fisher's mother.
What about that?
She, like, died of, like, a broken heart, they said. You can die of a broken heart. Especially like older people, like when you're older.
But Padme was fucking 20 or 30.
But think about it. Older people die of broken heart because like they've only known that one person. That's all they know. And that's all they want to live. Like that's when their lover or their significant other leaves, they don't have nobody else like that. Like Padme, think about it. Padme seeing this as her love of her life. Like he's the one. Think about it, she was like 18 when he was like 13. And she was already feeling him.
Which that shit was weird. But
we gotta past that. But so the fact that she's been with him all this time now and he's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
She's lost him.
I still don't buy it. I still think, she had a will to live. But
I don't mind that.
I will personally, stick to the little, theory that Palpatine drained the life force.
I like that theory. That's cool.
I'm going to go with that. But yeah, with the fights and everything, like, that's why I honestly didn't really fall in love too much with the sequels. Because once I saw Revenge of the Sith, nothing ever matched what that had.
No, man. George Lucas topped that off perfect, man. It was like the perfect kiss on top, man. It's these are both our personal own lists. This is my list, is his list. These top 5 for me are just bangers, especially these last 2. So this is for me and that's for him. I mean, that's all we got. So yeah, that's our. I ain't put Mandalorian and shit like that in here.
Oh no, we just kept movies.
They'd be up there though. They'd be the top 5.
Well, we'll probably do some more rankings down the road.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, we'll do them a lot, quicker.
We got Bad Batch coming, so
yeah, we do have Bad Batch review coming tomorrow, so we gotta watch that.
A lot of heat
for sure. But yeah, let us know down below in the comment section your ranking of the Star Wars movies, including the spin-offs. And yeah. Let us know down below. Like I said, if you like this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and be sure to tune in for more. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
May the 4th be with you guys.
May the 4th be with you guys, dog. Have a good day. Have a good Star Wars day.
Deuces.
Take care.